just finished editing today's video, and I was sitting there and I was kind of bummed out because if you guys watched yesterday's video, 2 days ago's video, or whatever video it was, you guys saw that after we put the headlights on the truck, it actually stopped running. I don't know why. I know the wiper motor was broken, so I was kind of like messing around in the driveway for a little bit. I was mainly just trying to see like if it was a wiring issue, if there's like a loose ground or something that was preventing the wipers from going, and then I went to start it and it was a bust. And then I thought way back to the good old days when I made a video before any of you guys watched it. And I'm kind of feeling like the same thing might be happening again. So, oh my God, it is hot in here. All right, we're sitting at about a half tank. Right at about a half tank of gas. Actually, before I do anything, let's see if it starts this morning. That would be kind of cool if it did. Yeah, we got nothing. I'm not gonna admit to you guys how old that gas is, but it got us like just a little drip above half. Now, if this doesn't work, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. So let's just send it and hope for the best. My old truck had this issue where the gas gauge would just decide when and when it didn't want to work. And sometimes it would be like empty and you'd be out of gas. And sometimes it would say it was still half full and you'd be out of gas. So I thought maybe that's a transferable trait between all these old trucks. Apparently not. Maybe next time. Not entirely sure how, but I blew a fuse. Maybe I had power on when I was trying to fix something yesterday, when I was trying to fix the wiper motor, but I blew my ignition fuse. It's labeled ignition. I have no idea what it actually does as a function, but it was blowing. I replaced it, fired right up. Thank God it was nothing stupid. Thank God it wasn't like me blowing something more serious. And you get to enjoy a couple more runs before you gotta go. This is the Dime's first time having the whole garage to herself. Look at how big this garage looks when there's just one thing in it. Dude, this truck is so tiny. Definitely need to get you bumping today. We're getting a little bit of a late start and it is incredibly hot out today, but I'm gonna be welding and grinding and stuff all day long, so like I gotta wear my pants and I gotta wear shoes. Unfortunately, that makes me really hot. I picked up this because this is what said it was the same color as my truck. Is it? I don't know. I'm colorblind. It said it was supposed to be, and you know what? It looks good enough to me. I picked up these guys, which are actually gonna be support rods for the Civic's wing. I picked up another sheet of metal, which we're gonna need. And I picked up this, which at the time I thought was super cool, which it still is super cool. Like if you're redoing fenders or whatever, this stuff's already slotted. It's like a flexible edge, right? You're meant to be able to bend it and weld it and do whatever you want. But I knew that we had rust on the rocker, like right there. So I thought maybe this could go there. But then once I bought it, I started looking at it when I was walking back to the truck. And I realized if it doesn't flex, then you gotta weld all these holes shut. So that we're just not gonna use this. I bought it because it was cool, but it's not cool for what we're doing. Doing all the diffuser and the wide body and all the stuff on the Civic made a huge mess. I was gonna clean it up and I was like, you know what? We may as well bang off one more extremely messy job before I clean the garage and then make it a shit show again. When I bought the truck, I told you I wanna continue to buy vehicles that kind of like need some love. Instead of letting them go die somewhere, I wanna restore them. So today we're gonna fix the Dime's biggest issue, this rust right here. This is the worst one. This is extra gross back here. And then we got one more up here. The good thing about these is that like, that piece is rusty, but the rust hasn't really spread too much, so it should be somewhat attainable to do. This one, quite nasty, but we're just gonna cut them all out and just kind of start fresh. And this is gonna be a lot for me. So you guys know that we have this welder that I've been trying to learn on and trying to get used to. I've gotten actually quite a bit of seat time with it just this week. And there's not a lot of time, but like I've used it a couple times. This is gonna be the most testing of my skills I have done so far. So it's gonna be a huge task. Like this is gonna be the hardest thing I've had to accomplish as far as welding and doing that kind of stuff, probably ever. I always tell you guys, full send or no send, and if you don't full send, you'll never know. And for anybody that lives somewhere sheltered, like California or whatever, and you guys are seeing this thing and you're thinking like, oh my God, the frame's so rusty. A lot of you guys commented that when I bought it. You're like, man, you're such an idiot, you bought a rusty truck. Like, this is not rust. This is rust, this is gross. This This is mainly just dirt, but like this black stuff is just the paint that came on it. And then the brown spots are just where there's no paint left. Like the cab corner's alright. If you guys know, like if you don't live somewhere like California, you know. But if you do, you might have freaked out when you saw this. It's okay. And if you go like this, this is just the floorboard right there. And then all of a sudden, uh-oh, it went so freaking high. I was like, oh my God. I know these trucks have these issues, but I had no idea that they were correlated. I guess it's one of those things where when you see it, it makes sense, but like, when you just see them separately, you don't think about it. So there's the tip of my screwdriver, boys. What in the frig is going on here? Pretty much the problem with these trucks is that they didn't come with floor mats. Am I yelling at you guys? I feel like I'm yelling at you guys. These trucks didn't really come with floor mats. They came with just like a carpet. You got no mat. You got nothing to put your feetsies on. Your feetsies just soak everything all the time. And what happens is it all pulls to the left because the floor is curved, and it hits right down here and it rusts. Visually, when I bought it, this wasn't so bad. It was just like a little bit of rust. It looked, you know, just like a little bit of surface rust. And I was like, all right, I can fix that. I now realize that they are completely connected from outside the truck to inside the truck. The other side doesn't have it, it's just a driver's side issue. So this job just got 100 times bigger. I expected a lot, but this is a lot more than I was anticipating. So I guess new game plan, we gotta fix everything. Oh man, all that and you can't even see anything in here. In here is actually like mint. I guess it's good. It took me 45 minutes to get this out because I had to cut like half the bolts. Like these frame mounts are good. The frame is super solid. Like I said, it's just literally dirt. But it looks like this is not the take, which is good. That means I gotta do it from the inside now. All right. New plan. Let me just show you something. See here, see how everything is pretty clean? I don't know if you guys can see it. Minty under there, like it's actually really nice. You look underneath when you're looking at something like this, but this one, all right, you peel her back, boom. That's gross. You look at the floorboard, boom. That's actually the grossest shit I have ever seen. There's no going back. I already got a hole. I found a bunch more rust. The floor in the truck is gross. Change of plans. Today is the day we dive straight into Project Dime. We're gonna start making some shit happen. We do a full rust repair all at once while we're here. There's no point in messing around. There's no point in coming back twice. Don't waste your time. I'm not happy about this. Trust me, this is not what I have planned. But we're gonna make it work. That's what I do. Let's see what the hell we uncover here. Oh, dude, that is fucking disgusting. That is so gross. Oh, man. Oh, that's so gross. That is so, I gotta deal with that shit all by myself. That's nasty. Dude, that shit's dead, and it's freshly wet, so there's a leak somewhere. There's water coming in somewhere. Whose genius idea was to design this? The insulation was visibly the issue because it's the only thing that's like wet right now and holding water. And that, my friends, that's disgusting. I'd literally rather just like Rhino line or like line X the floor. Literally this. I'd rather just line X the floor and put like a floor mat over it. I'm almost feeling like this is like a dash pull worthy. Just fully gut the interior and just do the whole thing. This whole truck used to be blue, which is weird because that's the color I was gonna make it anyways. But what's also weird is that this is a factory color, just a different factory color. Obviously it goes with the two-tone or whatever, but as soon as I started digging into it more in depth than like what I was doing just looking at it, look at that. You can see like all in behind the lights and like places where they just don't bother painting. This used to be a dope ass blue, like super metallic-y. I don't know if you guys can see it. The gas door has it right here. This is one of those things though that like I just had a feeling, because the door you can change out pretty easy, right? Like maybe if they broke it or whatever, so I wasn't for sure. And there was a couple more spots, but kind of weird, but kind of cool that we'll be taking it back to blue. So I pulled the wiring harnesses out, everything's dropped. I think I got all the bolts out. Now this is where the fun part comes in. We only have 2 people, but what I'm gonna try and do is I'm gonna try and somehow use the engine hoist to my advantage. Maybe lift like the front with the engine hoist, me and Courtney lift the back, I have no idea. I figure you ratchet things to these, they should be strong enough to lift the whole weight of it, right? Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. Alright, this isn't the best setup because the chain I have is only so big because I literally bought it just to pluck motors. So it would be more ideal if I could do the whole bed, but I can't. Yo dude, are you ready?
No.
You have your hands in chicken right when I need you.
Yeah.
A few moments later.
Once you pop it out, it's not so bad. Alright, Courtney's muscles are too small. So it looks like we're gonna have to hit plan B. You okay in here?
Yeah.
As soon as I pulled in the driveway, I heard the fire alarm going off.
Yeah, okay.
Did you burn dinner?
Not yet.
Alright, so we're ditching the chain. I got a bag of rope. This thing's rated to like 400 pounds, so I assume that should be enough to lift this. Chain is like significantly more expensive. So I just picked up 50 feet of rope. We'll just drop this. Actually, I wonder if I can just drop it where it is. Oh, baby. Take off this chain. Oh no, that's Max, dude. Ah, we got so close. These things look so stupid with just the frame. Let's roll it out. Dude, this is not gonna be easy to do with no seat. You could just do it the boring way. I could just pull the whole bed and put it somewhere. I'm gonna use my creeper stool as a seat because I am not sitting on the floor in there. This is gross. I feel like I'm 8 feet tall. Get away from me, I'm in my monkey car. I feel like I'm in the world's smallest
Clown car.
Let me know if that bed starts getting pulled around, alright? From full force. If it starts to get messed up, you just holler at me. I got it, dude. I made it work. Damn, baby, look at that sexy beast right there. Dude, look at this hot rod. Can we take it and do some burnouts like this? This one, now we can do the rust repair properly because I can get around back and do that. And like the rest of this isn't terrible. It's dirty, mainly. We gotta move this stupid thing now. It's just dead center in the garage. Like, whose bright idea was that? That was me, the no-bed truck driver. Dale. Dale, the no-bed truck driver. My name's Dale and this is my dime. Dale's dime. So this, we're gonna need. Oh, dude. We need a couch in this garage. I just realized right now, what is this garage missing? A couch, because this is comfy. Today was one of those days where I put in a lot of work and I'm like physically tired and I just don't really know how much I filmed, so hopefully I got a good amount of content for you guys. Something that I find is when you use power tools on like old bolts and things that are really rusted in there, usually you break them. That's why when I use the impact, I try to only use it a couple times and then use like a breaker bar or something like that, because when you use power tools you tend to break things. So today was just a lot of just like wrenching on stuck on old bolts and I'm so tired. Also, when I keep telling you guys full send or no send, full send has to be sent smartly. If you guys don't send smart, you're not doing it right. So we fully sent, got everything torn apart, but that's where I have to stop today. And I just gotta look at this in my garage and it sucks. But pretty much my plan is I was gonna build all that stuff. Like I was gonna put metal in there and weld all that stuff shut. And then I realized now, once there's so much that needs to be replaced, because I realized both rockers are probably gone, or the majority of them will need to be replaced, and the floorboard needs to be replaced. And instead of just trying to shape things with metal and having it look a little wonky, I actually found a website where it looks like I can purchase like complete cab corners and stuff like that. So that's what I'm gonna try and do. I'm gonna try and buy some cab corners, buy some rocker covers, floorboards, whatever the hell was rusty and we need. I'm gonna try and just buy them and weld them in, because that would be way easier than trying to shape metal to look like I want it to with my very subpar auto body repairing skills. I'm gonna take advantage of this and learn how to properly restore a vehicle, and my new thought process is like, we have it, why would we half-ass it? Why would we cheap out on it? I already know I want to keep that truck. I really like it. Full send or no send. So essentially we're gonna just completely restore the thing. That's my plan as of right now. That's it. That's where we're leaving today's video. Kinda sucks, I know. was not the game plan. Honestly, my plan was to have it on the road again tonight, fully painted and like just ready to go. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out and stay committed.